Hello everyone, good evening. I am Smriti Wadher from the Department of English, Maharaja Krishna Kumar Singh Ji, Bhavnagar University. Today's my presentation is titled Political Performance and Ritual Power in African Literature from a Dance of the Forests to Contemporary Media Spectacle. My primary text is Wall Soyinka's play, and I'm reading it through performance theory using four key theorists. So, without further ado, let us begin. So, these are my academic information, table of contents, and introduction. So, my introduction is titled as Power Has Always Been a Performance. Like we can see that in October 1960, at the moment of Nigerian independence, Wole Soyinka was commissioned to write a celebratory play. Instead, he wrote Dance of Forests, a work that fundamentally challenges the idea of national celebration. Rather than affirming the new political order, the play brings the dead back to confront the living one and turning the stage into a space of judgment rather than celebration. The dead have a wisdom the living have chosen to forget. Captures the core of Soinka's argument. It suggests that the past is not something that can be left behind, it actually exposes the moral failures of the present. And the framework of the discussion is organized across four contexts that are first is 1960, which situates the play within the historical moment of independence. The text itself, which functions as a critique of the newly formed state. Third is the theoretical framework, drawing on thinkers like Victor Turner, Guy Debord, and Achille Mbembe to understand power as performance, and finally the contemporary context which extends this analysis beyond the play. The key argument that emerges from this is that what Soyinka stages in the forest in 1960 is not limited to that moment, and it is structurally continuous with the way political authority is performed today, particularly through media, spectacle, and public display. So my research question is, how does a dance of the forests deploy ritual performance as a mechanism through which political power is constructed, legitimized, and simultaneously contested, and in which structural sense does this mechanism persist in the media spectacle of contemporary African political culture? So the hypothesis asserts that ritual performance in a dance of the forests operates operates not as cultural ornament but as a political technology mechanism through which authority stages its own legitimacy and through which that legitimacy is simultaneously exposed as theoretical construction. This logic is is of performed power is structurally continuous with the media spectacles of contemporary African political culture. Theoretical framework. So, I have used four theories to support this argument. I have employed a composite theoretical framework that draws on four key thinkers. First is Victor Turner's concept of liminality and social drama, which identifies moments of crisis where social structures are suspended and exposed. In Soinka's play, the forest operates as such a liminal space, enabling the critique of political authority. Second is Richard Schechner's theory of restored behavior, which conceptualizes performance as the repetition of previously enacted patterns. This allows us to interpret the play's events not as isolated incidents but as recurring structures of political failure. Third is Guy Debord's notion of the spectacle, where lived reality is replaced by its representation. This framework is crucial for connecting Soinka's ritual stage to contemporary media environments. And finally, fourth one is Achille Amembe. Amembe's idea of the aesthetics of commandment, which explains how post-colonial power sustains itself through ceremony, excess, and symbolic display. And if we take all this together, these perspectives enable a unified understanding of power as performance across historical and cultural contexts. Three ritual movements in the text. The play presents three key ritual movements that demonstrate how performance operates as a mode of political critique. First is the welcome ceremony. The human community invokes ancestral spirits to legitimize the newly independent nation. However, this act fails when the spirits you refuse to endorse the living. This refusal exposes independence itself as a staged claim to legitimacy lacking ethical foundations. Second is the Forest Fathers Tribunal. The tribunal functions as a cosmic court in which past injustices are reenacted. Characters such as Mata Kharibu and Rola reappear not as individuals but as structural representations of recurring political corruption. Thus, the play shifts from historical narrative to systematic critique, revealing that political failure is repetitive rather than exceptional. And third is the half child, the figure of the unborn child who refuses to enter the world represents a radical rejection of the existing political order, and this movement signifies a refusal to participate in a system where legitimacy is performed rather than earned. Yoruba ontology as political technology. A crucial aspect of Soyinka's dramaturgy is his use of Yoruba cosmology or ontology, not as cultural background but as a conceptual system through which politics is understood. Ogun, the deity of transition, symbolizes the fragile threshold between legitimate authority and destructive violence. Ishwaro operates as a disruptive force, ensuring that no performance of power is ever complete or stable, and the forest serves as a liminal zone where political claims are subjected to higher pre political forms of judgment. And in this, ritual and politics are ontologically inseparable. They are different expressions of the same underlying process. From forest stage to media stage. The central claim of my hypothesis is that the structure Soinka identifies is not historically limited. So rather, it persists in contemporary political culture through new forms. First is the ritual forest space becomes the media stage or broadcast arena. Ancestral authority is replaced by national symbols, religious invocations, and ideological narratives. Internal disruption within ritual performance finds its modern equivalent in digital critique and social media intervention. Thus, while the medium has evolved, the fundamental logic remains unchanged. Political authority continues to depend on performance for its legitimacy. Post-colonial aesthetics of political display or the contemporary relevance. So this continuity can be observed in several modern political practices such as state funerals, election rallies, and social media. First is state funerals, which transforms a death into a controlled performance of political continuity. Second is election rallies, which function as symbolic spectacles designed to reaffirm the authority, and social media, which acts as a disruptive force exposing contradictions within political performance. And in this sense, Soinka's theatrical vision anticipates the structure of contemporary political life. So, conclusion: a dance of the forests offer a powerful way of understanding political power as something that is constructed through performance rather than naturally given. Through ritual scenes, symbolic characters, and the use of Yoruba cosmology, it becomes clear that authority depends on being staged and repeatedly reinforced. At the same time, these performances are never completely stable. They always contain the possibility of disruption, exposure, or refusal, which prevents power from becoming fully secure. What is especially significant is that this structure does not belong only to a specific historical moment. It continues to shape contemporary political life, where authority is often produced through ceremonies, appearances, and carefully managed public events. This perspective also highlights the importance of literary texts as more than stories, and they can function as tools for thinking critically about real world systems, including politics and media. And in the end, one idea remains central, that is, power depends on performance for its survival, but that very performance can also reveal its limitations. So, why does this matter? For reading African politics and for African literary scholarship, for critical media literacy and disciplines wide claims, learning outcomes. So I tried to reinterpret Dance of the Forests as more than a literary text, recognizing it as a theoretical framework for understanding political performance. It has deepened my understanding of power as something constructed and staged, and I learned to apply an interdisciplinary perspective by engaging with the ideas of Victor Turner, Richard Schechner, Guy Debord, and Amembe in a unified way. And I have gained insight into Yoruba cosmology as a system that meaningfully connects ritual, performance, and political authority. And I have recognized the continuity between traditional ritual forms and contemporary media practices, especially in how political events are staged and received. And I have enhanced my ability to critically analyze modern political and media spectacles as performative constructions shaped by symbolic and cultural forces. So, these are my references, and thank you.